play 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes, rolling to his left. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jordan Phillips in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, Maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Set to return it, here's Moore. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Murray flushed out right. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
1st down, Murray on the move to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 55 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Flush to his right. Complete at the 1. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Murray now on first down. Out to his left. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Steps away. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And that's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
You're always worried about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Rolling to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Too easy. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 48 yards. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now here's Mahomes being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire able to take it in from 1 yard out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray now on the move to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now on 1st down, out to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to run with Conner. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner able to take this in from a yard out. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Once again, the Cardinals will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. After the turnover, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we reach halftime here in... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Murray a give. This is Connor. A 1st down for Connor and then some. Touchdown, Cardinals! James Conner, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game, and this one had a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go, but how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play, picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Steps away. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Go, go, go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Throwing now is Murray. Rolling to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the two-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Mahomes now to throw, being chased out left. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield. Openings. That's a really crafty receiver. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big pickup there on the scramble. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Murray. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know. Maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack. But you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game. And trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Nick Bolton in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
53, check 53. Let's go. Mike, 53.
Murray now to throw. Out to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
Rolling to his right. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 75 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Moore now on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play, picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Buying time to his left. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And some space here. Ooh, touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz. 36 yards. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now the Cardinals yet again lining up for the two-point try. Murray going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. This is caught. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to get in, so they're back within 11. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, O doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Mahomes forced out to his left. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw it. Murray rolling to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Murray to throw. On the move to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Back to throw. Murray rolling to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.